Welcome everyone to the newest GM mode, and it's with the Minnesota Wild. So you guys voted, and 3 or 4 comments said Minnesota. That was the most. I think Calgary was second with 2 votes. And Fantasy Draft, it was mixed reviews, but in the end, there was a couple more comments saying no fantasy and just rebuild Minnesota. And Minnesota is actually a great choice. I looked at their team, and it's actually got some young players. They're only like 80 overalls, 81, 82, but they've got such good potential that they can become something down the road. So we actually have a very good team here. But compared to Pittsburgh, our Pittsburgh GM, we have a very good team from the start. Now we get a mediocre team. So we're going to see how we do with just simulating with this team, but I have made a few changes. Injuries are off, goalie rotation's on. But I want to show you guys some of the changes I made to this team. Where's the players and picks? Here we go. So we acquired Dale Weiss for our 4th line from the Montreal Canadiens for Mike Rupp and a 2nd-round pick. We acquired Brandon Sutter as a new 3rd-line center instead of Michael Granlund. He's going to be playing on the 2nd line with that 4.5-star gold potential. So we acquired Brandon Sutter from Pittsburgh for Matt Cook. We gave him back, and a 2018 first and a couple other 7th-round picks, I think. We acquired Kevin Shattenkirk to play alongside Ryan Suter. And Maxime Lapierre for our 4th line in exchange for Marco Scandella. He had 3.5-star green potential, 77 overall. Kyle Brodziak and 3 others like draft picks, 7th overall picks, or second round picks or 7th round picks. And we also got this guy. Corey Schneider from New Jersey, in exchange for Ilya Bryzgalov, Nicholas Backstrom, and a couple 2nd-round picks. So Corey Schneider's our new starting goalie. We gave up Bryzgalov and Backstrom, and we still got Harding in the net as the backup. So those are all the moves I did before we begin this. So we're going to choose our new captain. It's Danny fucking Heatley. It's got to be Danny fucking Heatley, just because this is the last year of his contract. I was trying to trade Heatley, but no one wanted him. Even though teams said they wanted him, they weren't willing to take on that cap. Look at Heatley's cap here. For 1 more year, his cap is $7.5 million as an 82 overall. So we're going to use him, and then we're not going to sign him next year because that's way too much. So we will play on the 2nd line with Granlund and Molson. Granlund's going to play on the 2nd line. We got Sutter for the 3rd line. He's perfect. Zucker is a good player to have on 3rd line here. He's going to become a good 2-way forward. 3.5-star green. I like that. His contract is great, but we'll sign him next year for something even lower. Well, probably not that much lower, but maybe same amount. And Coyle. This is the guy that I'm loving in this GM so far. 4.5-star gold. 2 more years at $900,000. Already a 79. He'll become something. He'll move up to the 2nd line once Heatley's gone. Palmanville, Koivu, and Parise, that'll be our 1st line for a few years, I assume. And then Niederreiter, he's got 4-star yellow as a sniper, but I want to keep him on the 4th line, mainly because I think Zucker would be better to put on that 3rd line. Just in my opinion, he has the better potential. Not really based off... He has the better color potential, but not the star. But I think he deserves to be on that... 3rd line. Actually no. Zucker is ranked as a 4th liner. Niederreiter's ranked as 3rd line scorer, I think. So we'll move Niederreiter up here. And then Weiss and Lapierre will be on the 4th line. So on defense, we got Ryan Suter and Kevin Shattenkirk was our acquisition. So that's a good 1-2 punch. But then we got nothing below. But there's good reason for it. Brodin is an 81, but he's got 4-star gold potential. Spurgeon is only an 80, but he's got 3.5-star green potential as an offensive defenseman. That's good. And then Blum is an offensive defenseman. He's 79, and he's got 4-star gold. So, and Ballard is basically, he's done growing. He's on a 2-year contract, 1.5 mil. So, our defensive core is not good. The bottom 4 is not particularly good, but it will get better. That's the whole point. We'll get better over time. And then our power play unit, you guys can see that. I moved Coyle up there instead of Heatley. And then in goal, we have Corey Schneider and Josh Harding. So Corey Schneider, I like his overall, 86. He's a starter, and he's got 3 years at $3.8 million. That's it. So we're paying him till he's 30. That's really good goalie for a really cheap price. And he's better than Bryzgalov, who's an 84, and Backstrom was an 83. We had a goalie crisis there. So that is the Minnesota Wild, the new Minnesota Wild, new goalie. new third line center, and new top 2 defenseman. He's top 4, but still he'll get better because Shattenkirk is he's 4.5-star gold, so he should get up to an 87. And I love that contract, only $4 million for 4 years. That's great. I think Suter's signed for a very long time. Oh my God, he's got 12 years left on that deal till he's 40. Holy shit. And then Zach Parise, he has 12 years left on the deal. Wow, until he's 30 or 41. So they'll definitely be gone before that deal ends. So that's the new improved Minnesota Wild. I got to check to make sure injuries are off and goalie rotations on. I do believe they are. But I'm going to show you our captain for this year is Danny fucking Heatley in his last year. It has to be the All-Star, 50 and 07 and 08. So he'll be the captain for his 1 year here. And we will look, and I need some water. My throat's starting to hurt. I just hit edit player. God damn it, I've done that before. Get some water here. Jeez, it takes forever to load that edit player thing, doesn't it? Alright, settings. Rules. So injuries are off. Alright, good. Goalie rotation is on. Assistant coach rotates goalie. So, we're going to be good for this simulation. Danny Heatley is going to play on the second line. I was trying to get someone instead of him, but no one would take him. So, our first game is against the LA Kings. 2013-2014 season. That's this year. Yeah, it is this year. Good to know. And, what was I going to say? The Minnesota Wild have made the playoffs this year. They're not the final wild card spot, but hopefully we can make the playoffs like they did. That'd be a step forward. If we actually made the playoffs with this team, with the improved goaltending and a little bit defense and improved offense, a little bit improved defense, I guess, we might be able to do something. But if we don't make the playoffs, we could get a good pick here. So, Sam Reinhart, I'm going to scout these guys, and then I'm going to scout Ekblad. So let's go to the first game of the season. We're already 7 minutes in, 7.5 minutes, and we haven't even got a game simulated. Not a good preseason so far. I wrote down everything that I was going to say to you guys about, we got a new top 2 defenseman, top 4, I guess. New first-line player, not first-line player, we got a new third-line player and new goalie. I wrote it all down, then I saw at the bottom there that it actually says it. So I was like, oh, crap. I didn't even need to write that shit down. But that's okay. We'll have to keep an eye on the progress reports. That's something I haven't been doing in the Penguins GM mode. Haven't been doing that. That's not a good thing. But I think that's all we have to look at. Should be everything. I'm not sure. What is it? Yeah. I want to show you guys our AHL team. Just a little bit about them. What we got going on down the AHL. In the American Hockey League, for our depth, we really only have... Well, we actually have no depth. These guys are all older, so... Doesn't really matter. Goaltending, not much better. Kemper's good, but the problem with him is he's only 3-star, so, that's why I had to get a new goalie. I wasn't going to go with Brizgalov. So, we should be able to get a few months in here. Maybe. Let's go till this Calgary game, just to start it off. So, we're against the 2012 Cup champions, and we lose in overtime. I'm just going to let this simulation roll. I'm probably going to record the final episode of Year 8 for Pittsburgh in a little bit. It's the final regular season episode, I should say. We have a weird start to the year, 2-0-2. That's pretty good, though. No regulation losses. It's just kind of weird. Dallas is 3-0. Can we hand them their first loss? Oh, we did. Wow. Unless it was overtime. I didn't see. So we're 3-0-2, 4-0-2 to start the season. Pretty good start with this team. That's a good thing. Good start for a young team, young and up-and-coming team. We could be good within the next couple years. Could be contenders. But it's just the start of the season. You never know what can happen. Florida, 2-6. 2-6 Florida Panthers. We lose to them. See? Anything can happen. Alright, so scouting assignment. I don't think I hit 6 weeks there. Forwards in the WHL. Reinhardt's there. Virtanen's there. Draisaitl. Yeah, we'll go with them for 6 weeks. Then we'll go to Ekblad, and then we'll go to where Sam Bennett and Michael Dow Cole play in the OHL forwards. So let's keep going. Let's sim to these weird back-to-back Colorado games. That's strange. But it is this year's schedule, so that would have happened. What a weird team. 5-1-4. That's just so strange. Such a strange record to have more overtime losses. But that's a good thing, I guess. Because, we can get some extra points there if we need them. But we're definitely doing well. 7-1-4. We're definitely surprising people. Surprising me and probably surprising you guys that we're doing this well. I thought we would be really bad, but I kind of want that top 5 pick or top 10 pick. I really want that, but looks like we're not going to get it if we keep playing like this. Look, another overtime loss. At least Corey Schneider's getting us to overtime. Jeez. Or the shootout. We could suck at the shootout. 7-3-5. We're just 500, but I mean those 5 overtime losses, man. Capitals are 6-9. That's sad. Holy shit, we beat them 6-0. Pretty big score. So 9-3-5 to start the Minnesota GM. Wow. Quite interesting. Never thought it would be like this. I guess we have pretty good depth. Look, Brandon Saar's a +10. That means their third line's getting some points. That's good. That's very, very good. I like that. Alright, so we're going to check the stats and league standings and where our power play sits and stuff like that. And then I will record the rest of this season. Then go back to the Penguins one. So we're 11-5-5. I mean, we're just on the 500 line. We are now just on the 500 line. But the overtime losses have really helped us early on. That was very helpful. So, when is this going to stop? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't even remember where this was going to stop. Oh yeah, the Colorado game's right here. Yeah. We'll stop there. That makes sense. Wow. I actually got the number of games I like to simulate in the first episode of each season. I normally simulate 25. And then I simulate up to a trade deadline. So, actually, when's the trade deadline this year? Might be able to get a little bit more in. Nah, we'll stop now. Never mind. For 13 minutes in, we'll stop. Alright, so we'll go one more game, I guess. We'll get this Philly game out of the way. And I might as well do the scouting assignment now. Defensemen, or forwards in the OHL. Or not the OHL, we want to go with the W just to see how their progress is doing. So there's the progress for them. The OHL, there's Dow Cole. The OHL defense, that's what I need. Aaron Ekblad for 6 weeks, please. Thank you. And we'll sim to the Chicago game here. And then we'll be done. So 59-5. Pretty good start, I guess. Not bad. But could be better. But those overtime losses, I like that we're getting that early. So we are 8th in the league with 35 points. First is Ottawa with 45. They're 22-5-1. That makes no sense. That's kind of weird. But last place in the league is the Buffalo Sabres. I guess that makes sense. That was another team that people didn't actually vote for the GM, but I said probably not Buffalo. They're too bad. So yeah, we're definitely not a top 10 pick in the draft. Goals for, we're in 8th. That's pretty good. Goals against, we're in 8th as well, so we're 8-8 for both. All right. Power play percentage, we're 23rd in the league. That needs to be picked up. Penalty kill is 16th in the league, so I might change that around a little bit. Even though our best defensive players are on the penalty kill, we might move Danny Heatley up to the power play, depending on his stats. Let's go look. And then we'll end it, and then I'll do my changes, and then we'll record the next one. So points, Zach Parise 30 and 29, Palmville 24, Koivu 23, Molson 16, Suter 14, Sutter 12 on the third line, Coyle 12 on the third line, Shattenkirk 11, Granlund only 11 on the second line. That's kind of weird. Brody, Niederreiter, Ballard. Heatley's only got 8 points on the second line. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change things up. So Schneider is doing well. He's a shutout, so does Harding. Alright, so we're going to change some things up here. Heatley's only got 8 points. What are we going to do? We're going to move... Granlund's only got, what's it called? 12. He's only got 11 in 29 games. Wow. Sutter's got 12 in 29. He's playing on that third line. So we'll move him up. So we have a two-way forward there. Then we're going to move Coyle up. And then keep Granlund on third line just for this year. And he can play with Danny Heatley and Niederreiter for now. We'll see how this goes. But this is going to be the defense. We're going to keep them the same. Power play. Could use a little bit of scoring. So we'll put Sutter on the power play instead of Granlund. And actually Granlund, he's got that pretty good potential. So I'm going to move Granlund over on the wing. Let me see his face-off stats. 77. Sutter's is a 75. So, we'll move him at center. So there we go. We just changed up the lines a little bit. And we're going to end the episode here because it's 17 minutes. That was long because I had the explanation at the beginning. So we'll continue the season sim in the next episode, and I'll see you guys then.